What's up, cleaning bosses? It's your boy DJ the Boss, and I am back with another episode of the Cleaning Boss Podcast, where we want to give you all the tools that you need to become the ultimate cleaning boss. I know it's been a minute since I've been back, but if you want to have success in your cleaning business, then do not skip these things. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the common things I've been seeing people skip or try to skip and still have success in their cleaning business. You're kind of just working backwards. There's some things that you cannot avoid. You guys know my favorite saying: if you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money. And that's today's theme is, don't run from the work. Don't skip these things. I know they seem tedious. They may be things that you don't want to do immediately. They don't excite you to get out of bed and do the small things every day. But that's what it takes to be successful. And I want to talk about some of the common things that I've been seeing people try to skip over. And so I want you guys to have everything that you need to be successful and have success in this cleaning industry. And that's what this podcast is all about. If you are new here, go ahead and like this on whatever platform you're on, or hit the follow button or interact with it on whatever platform you're on, whether it's iTunes or YouTube or iHeartRadio, Spotify, whatever it is. Just go ahead and give us a follow, a quick like. It really helps out the podcast and helps more people find us. And it also lets me know that we're doing a good job and we're still providing value here, which is the main goal of this channel, is to bring as much value as possible. But of course, addressing the elephant in the room of, I've been gone for like 2 months. And sorry about that. My bad. I got up one morning and realized that I just didn't want to work. I didn't want to do anything. So I didn't. And it kind of went on for like 2 months. And sometimes I just get like that. I don't know. And it wasn't like a burnt out feeling. I do it so that I don't get burnt out, and so that I always am able to give 100% of my energy into the things that I am doing when I'm doing them. But since I do have the luxury to kind of stop doing any one thing at any given time, and everything still stay afloat, I take advantage of that opportunity when I can. And so I didn't stop doing everything. I talked about it in the last video on the YouTube channel. I was still kind of somewhat active in my cleaning business and somewhat active in my media company. Those of you who follow me even closer know that I've been back to coaching my son's AAU basketball team, and I really enjoy doing that. So that takes up a lot of my time as well. But that's where I've been. It was easy for me to kind of step away because, as you guys seen, the channel is getting bigger. We're approaching almost 20,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. I thank you guys so much for that. But interacting with more people and having more people reach out for help and advice and things like that kind of highlighted the fact that only a certain type of person is actually going to take the steps necessary to get to the next level. And it's not a lot of people. So I started to really see that it really is only 1%. It's really about 1% of people. And so talking to hundreds and hundreds of people day in and day out, and you guys know, those of you who have reached out to me, I pour my all into every interaction that I have with each and every one of you guys, because I really do want everyone to succeed. And and it wasn't like I wasn't getting anything back out of it. It just, I needed a way to filter the people who were actually serious. I needed a little bit more of a filter to get through the people who were just kind of kicking the tires, and the people who weren't necessarily sure. It was a little bit too accessible, in my opinion. So I just had to make that change really quick, and step away and kind of build some barriers. And I have a lot of content on all of these platforms, so there's enough for people to kind of get an idea of what I'm about. And I believe that should speak for itself, and that should be enough for people to kind of make a decision on whether or not they want to, actually do what it takes to get in contact with me or partner with me on anything. So that's kind of how I'm approaching it from now on. But enough about me. I wanted to quickly also shout out to the group, Bosses Only group. I have a mentorship group, for those of you who don't know. There's some lovely entrepreneurs in there. We're still small right now. But also because I haven't promoted, I haven't been making any content for the last couple of months. But back when I first started, a few people actually jumped on the opportunity to work really closely with me. So it's been about 5 or 6 of us, maybe 8 at its largest point. Some people have fallen off now. But yeah, there's still 5 or 6 of us in the group, and a lot of people are having success. We're working together. I get to work really closely with these people. So if you want to join the group, it is available. You can go to mycleaningboss.com group.com/bosses only. The name of the group is called Bosses Only. We meet twice a month for about an hour and a half to 2 hours some days. But I take a deep dive into everyone's business, and we kind of talk about whatever everyone's struggling with the most, and namely getting commercial clients. And on that note, I want to just publicly congratulate a couple of people in the group. First person is Jacqueline. Jacqueline, shout out to Jacqueline. I'm gonna give a big round of applause for Jacqueline because Jacqueline is down in Florida and landed the NASCAR contract down there, cleaning up the stadium over there. Big deal, big job. I'm super proud of her. Big money coming in her way. So, and Jacqueline's always been a rock star, so it's nothing new for her. But I'm super proud that she has another notch to put under her belt with a big client like that. And also someone not in the group, someone who I know I've been trying to get on this podcast to share some of her game with you guys. I've mentioned it before, LaDarby, out in my hometown, New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans, baby. But LaDarby got the Super Bowl contract. The Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans for 2025, and so she's going to be her company will be helping facilitate that event as it goes on. And as you guys know, that is a very, very big deal. So some rock stars in the circle, and I'm super proud of everybody. So shout out to everybody who's out there killing it in their cleaning business. I couldn't be more happy for you. I'm cheering on all of you. I'm fans of all of you. I'm fans of y'all like I'm fans of basketball and football players. I'm watching all of y'all careers in the exact same way, and I'm cheering for you in the exact same way. So if you guys ever need anything from me, I'm always here for you. And if anyone else wants to join the group, go ahead and go to mycleaningboss.com/bosses only, and yeah, come in, hang out with us, and let's talk business and see what it takes to to grow more together. Because it's not just me, giving a bunch of whatever I think in the group. Everyone kind of chips in, and we're sharing ideas and collaborating, and everyone's sharing their resources and things like that, and also keeping each other motivated. It's a really cool place to be. So go ahead and check that out. Also, yeah, that's it, man. But that's it for as far as catching up and things. We're gonna get into this content and talk about some of the things that I've been seeing everybody skip in their cleaning business and still trying to have success.
This for all my boss babe. Go do your boss babe. Loving how you boss babe. This for all my dreamers and my doers and all the entrepreneurs. Just believe in what you're doing and pursuing love. This for all my boss babe. Go do your boss babe.
Boss fam, really quick, you have got to start automating your sales process. I know you love your cleaning business. This is your baby, but you can't do everything. You're trying to run a business here. So automate your sales process so that you can have more time to close deals and grow your cleaning business. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're the CEO. You're the owner. So you are responsible for growing the business, not doing all those small day-to-day tasks. And if you don't know how to automate your sales process, I have a guide. So go in the link in the description and download the guide. That way you can start automating the sales process and start growing your business and working on your business instead of in it. Love you guys. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. Okay. Oh, it is so good to finally be back, bringing value to my community. Shout out to you guys, the realest cleaning business community on the internet. If you want to join, just hit the like button and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, or follow us on Instagram at Cleaning Boss Family, or TikTok at Cleaning Boss Family, or follow us, the Cleaning Boss Podcast, on any of the popular podcast platforms. And welcome to the Cleaning Boss family. But today, I want to talk about some of the things that I see people try to skip in their cleaning business when they're trying to have success. And there's nothing against moving fast, but because I want you to get everything done. I try to get as much as I can done. I'm trying to go to the Hall of Fame every single day, knowing that I'm only going to have a marginal progress. But every single day, I'm trying to get as much done as possible, and I'm trying to do it at the highest level that I can do it. Because I've seen the most success and the most growth doing that on a consistent basis. But namely, when it comes to your website, everyone is excited to get the website built and get the website done, and then they start, sending links everywhere and trying to get citations and all of that stuff. But we forget one of the key steps to getting your website started. You built a website so that it can be visible on the website, on the internet. And people are just kind of forgetting that you also need to have your website indexed by Google. This is a step that you need to do. This is a step that, it will happen eventually after your website's up for a while. But a lot of people don't know that you can go into Google Search Console and input your sitemap to your website, and have Google actually index your website, which means it'll go and actually search for your website and figure out where exactly to put it inside the Google search results. And that's extremely important, especially for commercial. As you guys know, most of our business comes from search. So, and Google's still the number one leader in search, no matter what people are telling you about, AI or any of these other things. Those things are gaining traction, are becoming more and more popular every day. But as far as today and for the near future, at least as far as I'm concerned, Google is still the answer. So you want to be found on Google, and you want to be able to come up when people are searching for your service. A lot of people, that's the main reason why you're not getting business, is because people are looking for your service. There's thousands of people searching for exactly what you are trying to do and what you're good at or what you specialize in. And you don't come up because you haven't done the work. You haven't taken the steps, which is creating the website, sharing the website, and then making sure the website actually comes up when people search for it. Yes, that takes some work. Yes, that takes a little bit of knowledge in SEO. But one of the first steps in SEO is to actually make sure your website comes up is indexed in Google. So you go to Google Search Console. I don't really know the URL, but search for Google Search Console. It's tied to your Google account, and you can log right in, and you can get that get that sorted out. And share your website with Google. And it's even good so once you create new pages, as you'll be updating your website and making additional pages as you continue to change your website, and you put out new things and blog posts and stuff like that and promotions. You go back and you have Google index those pages on your website so that those things start to show up in the Google search results. So do not skip that. You can't skip that. That's not something you skip. So if you don't know that it's been done, because you had your website done by someone else, you need to reach out to them and have some checks and balances and make sure that they are, making sure your website is indexed in Google as well. So, but you also should own your login to everything as well. So make sure you own your login. Go to Google Search Console yourself and see what's going on. You can see a lot of cool things in Google Search Console. That's another topic for a different day. We'll get into search engine optimization at on a different episode, But yeah, so do not skip that. Do not skip that. It's something that is needed. Let's see. What else on the list to talk today? So 2. Another thing that I want to talk about that everyone skips is fixing the behavior, controlling the behavior. So there's certain things that behavior-wise have to happen that the CEO has to put in place to control the behavior of not only the CEO themselves, but the company and how the company behaves. And most of you aren't even doing it on the personal level. And that's usually the problem, is that the CEO isn't controlling the behavior on the personal level, so they have no idea how to control it on the business level. And that's a huge problem. And you do that, especially on the financial side, by budgeting. If you don't have a personal budget, I'm gonna bet that your business probably doesn't have a budget as well, which means money just comes in and then money goes out with no rhyme or reason, and you're kind of just reacting to whatever happens, as opposed to telling your finances exactly what to do and working within the constraints of your budget itself. So we can't skip that. There's no way you're going to scale a business if you can't manage a budget, if you can't control the spending of your personal or of your business itself. You need the budget. So there's tons of budgeting apps for personal budgeting and for personal finances and keeping track of that. I'm not your parents. I'm not your finance coach. I really don't even like talking about finances very much, but it's a necessity when it comes to business. If the owner is stressed out financially, then the business is going to struggle. That's just how it is. So you have to take care of yourself first. So first, make sure your 4 walls are taken care of. Make sure you are okay first. And then separate. Make sure your business can take care of itself. But your business, especially when you start to involve other people and other people depend on you for income and for livelihood and things like that, and other companies depend on you for work and so that their business can continue, which affects other people and their jobs and their reputations and livelihoods. You need to be organized. You have to take that serious, and there needs to be something to hold people to, and that comes from things like budget, having those type of checks and balances, some type of way to control the behavior of the spending inside the business, or at least to monitor what's going on so that you can make adjustments. But yeah, the behavior is always, money is always a behavior problem. Money is never a math problem. It's basic maths. But that's never the issue. If money was just a math problem, no one would be broke because we all did elementary school math. We can all count to 10. We can all count to 100. The math of money is very, very simple. It's very easy. But if managing money was easy, then we would all have incredible finances. But that's not the case. So the problem becomes behavior, how you behave with your money. Are you living within your means? Are you telling your money what to do? Or are you just, reacting to the bills that you create for yourself, as opposed to telling your money exactly what to do when it comes in, and purposely setting some aside, so that you continually, grow your money and have more and more money to rely on. But enough about the finances. Get on the budget. Use a tool to control your finances. For your business, the best thing that I can advise for you is to use something like QuickBooks. QuickBooks is a great tool for managing the budget of your business. I use QuickBooks myself, as you guys know. I've always used QuickBooks. QuickBooks does a lot of things. So you can manage your money, which is my favorite way. Anything money related, I use QuickBooks for. QuickBooks Online. It's completely remote. And one of the main things that I like about QuickBooks is that it's universal. Like it's something that everyone knows about, everyone uses. When I hire extra bookkeepers or extra accountants, they know how to work within the QuickBooks platform. So there's no extra training that I need to provide for them. There's no extra anything that I need to walk them through. They can pretty much go in, see what the previous accountant or bookkeeper did, and they can kind of pick up where they left off, and I don't have to do it. It doesn't cost me any extra time in that way. We all know time is money. So, but QuickBooks is absolutely amazing. You can use it for payroll as well, which is something, again, money related. Anything money related, I use QuickBooks for. I send my invoices, I accept payments, I bill customers monthly, customers pay online remotely. I do everything money related through QuickBooks. It is absolutely amazing. It just makes it extremely easy. They handle most of the tax paperwork and everything for you. I can't praise QuickBooks enough. And as awesome as they were awesome enough to extend to me an affiliate link for you guys. So, we are now in this affiliate partnership with QuickBooks. So if you were to use the link that is in my description for QuickBooks, you will get 30% off for the next 6 months. So 30% off your QuickBooks subscription for the next 6 months. That is 20% more than they offer on their own website. So I think it's really cool, and it also supports me, as I will get a little bit of a kickback should you decide to go with QuickBooks. So take a look at the link in the description for that discount to QuickBooks. But yeah, shout out to QuickBooks for setting up the affiliate link for us. Really appreciate that. But QuickBooks is awesome. I've used QuickBooks since I decided to take my business serious. I use them for payroll. I use them for my budget, for forecasting. And it's super easy because my bookkeepers and accountants all have had experience with it before they even came to my company. So really love QuickBooks. Check them out. But you have to control the behavior of your finances some way. And that's one of the best ways that you can do it. Let's see. Another thing that people like to skip is the education process. So if you don't know something, you're probably going to either have to learn it or you're going to pay for it. And if you're not making money, then there's no skipping the learning it. Like, the less you learn, the more you're going to pay. So eventually you'll learn a little bit. That's what most people like to do, is they like to learn a little bit, then they want to skip that process because learning is difficult and learning something new is difficult. And so they end up skipping that process, or trying to skip that process, and they go and just throw money at it, thinking that that's going to solve the issue. But they end up overpaying or getting someone who can take advantage of them because you don't know what you're paying them for. You didn't learn enough. Now, that's how you get taken advantage of. Anytime you try to move that quickly and try to skip that process, you're primed to be taken advantage of. Sorry, but don't try to rush the process. That's you're running from the work, and you might as well hide from the money. I say that all the time. You can't avoid this. You need to. You're either going to know or you're going to pay. So might as well know. And eventually you will pay, but you will pay less because you'll be able to tell if someone is pulling the wool over your eyes or not, or someone's trying to scam you or not, or if someone's overcharging you or not, or maybe someone just is at a level that you can't afford yet, and you can actually tell that they're at a level that they are legit. They're just at a higher level that you can't afford yet. Like your first manager may not be a manager that has 20 years of managerial experience and expects the highest pay in that area among managers if you're a new or medium-sized company. That may not be the case. You may have to go with a manager or your first manager to be either from within, someone who's worked for you, or someone who has a little less experience, but has has that you see potential in. We can't always skip those levels, and especially in things like training your employees, or coming up with pricing, or creating your website, or doing your marketing, client acquisition, especially getting customers. Everyone wants to skip the process of learning how to get customers. That's the most important thing in your cleaning business, is knowing how your company generates revenue. You want to outsource that? You want to outsource how to make money for your business? That's not your business then. You're not even doing business. Someone else is doing business and they're paying you for the work. You are back to being an employee. You want to outsource, but you want to just pay for customers, to pay for someone else to get you customers, because you don't want to do the work to learn how to get customers. Okay, well, what do you do when they decide that it's more profitable for them to cut you out and just put employees in your place? Because pretty soon, software like mine are going to make you obsolete. Like software like Cleaning Boss are going to make you obsolete. Because right now, with Cleaning Boss, you can run your cleaning business from anywhere, whether you have subcontractors or employees. So at any moment, anywhere in the world, I can just have a new cleaner or a new contractor log into my app, see the locations that need to be cleaned, see the checklist for things that they need to do in that location, and go and get it done. You got to step up. You got to learn. You can't be afraid to learn. You can't run from that. There's no avoiding that. You're either going to learn or you're going to pay. That's just that. I'm glad I got to come back. It's my first podcast back. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. Thank you guys for always supporting me. I see the comments. I still see the comments. I will get back to replying to as many comments as I can on YouTube and wherever else I see comments. I'm the most accessible on Instagram. So if you reach out to at Cleaning Boss Family on IG, I will likely respond to you. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. I love y'all. Keep that boss mentality. Peace. I specialize in coaching and consulting for new and aspiring commercial cleaning business owners just like you. My goal is to equip you with the tools and the knowledge you need to thrive in this competitive industry. I come up with a custom plan for you and your business. Best practices, marketing strategies, and industry secrets, and anything else you need to get ahead. You're also going to save a lot of money by avoiding costly mistakes by learning from someone who's experienced and who's done exactly what you're trying to do. Book a one-on-one session with me, and we can help get your business to the next level.